keep your promise in your head. Make sure that you believe yourself before you pass it down on me.
See, RF7, as a band, as this band, it's been together for 3 years now. It used to be some amalgamation of 13 various individuals from like what, 15, 16 to 35 years old. So no, this is the RF7. It's been around for 3 years. Well, actually, RF7 came about by picking up musicians. Everybody in the band came from some other band or some other entity or just hanging out in the bar one night and say, bro, what do you play? You know, you want to play in my band. This works because for some reason it makes sense. Even though there's a lot of chaos, this actually makes sense. You know, we don't hang out together a lot, but this makes sense for some reason. It's very hard to explain why it works. It became a ska band primarily because the original members of RF7 were into ska, and I actually fell in love with the genre of ska. I wanted to keep it going because once that band changed, I wanted to keep something going like that. I wasn't really so much a traditionalist when it comes to ska, but like with John, the guitar player, and Sean, the bass player, and the horn player, it's amalgamate like rock, it's jazz ska. It's not like straight ska. It's not traditional ska in any stretch of the imagination. It's Louisiana, New Orleans, funky ska, rock. To play all ska songs is like you might as well shoot yourself in the foot, you know, because ska as a genre is just too pigeonholed, you know, and the musicians in this band are too good of musicians to play just one thing and be defined solely by being ska musicians or in the ska band. Well, living in New Orleans, it's hard not to be influenced by all the, you know, the different musicians, the great musicians that come out of here, but I guess here, everybody takes a piece of what they see. You know, you have people in the rock and roll, you have blues players there in this band, you know, but it works. So when you put all this together on stage and call it ska or rock ska in New Orleans, everybody here, if you play in New Orleans, you've got to be a good musician because everybody knows it's pretty. Everybody on stage is a player by far. So what we do, we bring it to the stage and we take everything we saw in New Orleans and we just kind of twist it and mold it and make it fit what we're doing. We had all of our own material. That's one thing in this band that we like to point. It's easy to play cover tunes. Anybody can play cover tunes. But write your own music and make it mean something to somebody else. And that's your creation. Everything we write is about something in our life, how we feel today, how we might feel tomorrow, or just maybe what we think you might be feeling today. So it's all our own stuff. A lot of the songs that we write are based upon like losing your friend or be mad at your girlfriend one day or having a crappy roommate. And it's not necessarily that everybody may have had that experience, but it's a good song where you can relate sort of to what you're saying. You know, like we have a song called Now That You're Gone that was written about my best friend who OD'd on heroin. And that's a reggae tune, but it's kind of a reggae rock tune. But it's more than just, you know, it means something. Some kick-ass dance and party music is what they get. They get everything we have, because once we go on stage, we give the audience, we give them everything we got. When we come to the RF7 show, our main objective is to make sure the audience has a good time, man, because we don't take the music too serious, and we hope, you know, people don't take themselves too serious. A lot of songs are poppy, but we give you everything we got, man. What you see on stage, that first CD, I think we duplicated as best we could what we do on stage. And that's live. The music is hype, CD's hype. Buy the CD, definitely buy the CD. We're in the process of writing new material right now for the next CD, so much, way better than the first. having a horn section is definitely part of the course if you want to legitimize yourself as a band, because that's kind of what folks do here. And if you have a good horn section, which ska is kind of based upon, you know, and some funky ska, which we do have some funky ska, and the horns just fill it up that much more. RF7 high tones is bigger than the letters. The letters themselves really don't mean anything. I think RF7 is it's an ideal of stick-to-itness, you know, because if there's anything that you believe in, like no matter what it is in your life, if you find one thing you can believe in, and you make that thing work, and you bust your ass to make sure that that one thing in your life goes right no matter what happens. And I think that's what we've all chosen RF7 to do. I think that with one frame of mind, which is RF7, nothing else matters. RF7 matters, you know. That's what RF7 means to me. It doesn't really mean some R doesn't really mean anything. You can put RF, it can mean any damn thing. You know, it's like a personal definition type thing. But it's just, it's a vibe. RF7 is a vibe. That's what it is. RF7 is a total vibe. I think it's unique in the fact that our styles are different, but we do a lot of harmonies, and I think it works for Dave and I primarily because of what we do. Dave's style is more kind of punk rock, you know, poetry, skateboarding type surf shit. But that works, you know. I'm a little bit rougher and a little bit more angry, I guess, you know, and it goes together very well, you know. Because somewhere we're kindred spirits. I think what's in order is more recording. We'd like to get signed. Not every band likes to get signed, but touring, some national promotion. I think the band's definitely in the runnings to be one of the better bands in New Orleans. I think RF7 can represent New Orleans very well outside of this little area we call the South. Now, we're just waiting for everybody else to catch the vibe.
Dental queen has two sides on everything. If she can swing from deep in depth, everything is what you get. Dental queen,